teams in the nation set to square off and see who has the upper hand, at least for the moment. A top 10 in-conference showdown awaits. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see the number 10 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on last year's national champion, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Rebels will get us started with the opening kickoff. Takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense comes onto the field first today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about, because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field.
Here we go.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
And he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. The Sooners didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Touchdown, Oklahoma! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? The Sooner scooter doesn't have a tight turning radius, but it can rev up the Oklahoma crowd, David.
Man, get them started, get them going early, test the limits, get in the end zone, get these people going bananas, just safely. Go bananas, go crazy, but, don't do too much and don't fall over in your seats.
And he's coming out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will take the field for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. This time he's got him. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Finds his big tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
That's a 3rd down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So 3rd down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find a soft spot in coverage, make it easy on your quarterback. Those two guys able to link up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
The Rebels want to move quickly. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And the
defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Takes it on the return. Slips through the line. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Right back to the well. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man. Touchdown Sooners. A great catch and run for 6.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. USC is currently working from behind, but in front of a packed Coliseum, anything is possible. That fight song, those uniforms, momentum can change quickly. They're trailing by 11 to Penn State. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pocket breaking down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it downfield. And they can't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Rebels back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Defense wants to bring the heat. They'll run play action. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Chains keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's got the tight end. Breaks into the open. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. And the Rebels, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll run it on first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Second and goal for this offense. Tries again to get it in. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
All right, nice job, defense. Backs against the wall. You did your job setting up fourth down. Just be careful, though, because this is a team that's shown they can fake field goals. Your guys have to be alert.
Now on fourth down, trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's no good. He missed it. There's a flag on the field, and I think we're going to get another shot at this, and the kicker will be a little bit closer this time. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty is going to give the offense a first down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Trying to surge it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have the nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the run.
Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Proud. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Going right to work up top. Pressure coming. He uncorks one deep. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Bringing the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They're already in field goal range, but Jesse, they want to be aggressive, but they can't take a negative play.
Well, the play caller's got to look up and down his sheet here to find a shot to the end zone, David. Be aggressive and see if you can get a touchdown late.
While knowing that I've got 3 in my back pocket. Don't force the ball into a bad situation, but we're definitely trying to get a touchdown.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. They're working that left side. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Sooners will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change.
There he goes. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Rebels want to crank the tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. Can't throw the football. Can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Finds his big tight end. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This crowd knows when to bring it. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. It's complete. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They take the lead with the 6.
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. USC is down right now, but this lead is not insurmountable. This is a program that's produced Keyshawn Johnson and Lynn Swan. So big playmaking is always a possibility. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Penn State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get in the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Myers on the move. Complete downfield. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
You know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert third and short from the 30? Got a man in the middle. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Sooners started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown! Oklahoma! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And these are the plays that you look back on tape, and everybody's like, nice work, nice toughness, QB. To stand in there, know you're going to get blasted, but hold on to the ball until the guy comes open, feed him, and get the 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. This offense is starting to believe, and as they generate yards and points, they're bringing momentum with them. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He'll heave it deep, and he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Under fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Wow, that quarterback is lucky there. If you're going to take a chance like that on third down in your end of the field, you better be right, because that should have been picked and returned for a touchdown. This offense is lucky now they're getting a chance to punt this ball away.
Punt is on its way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. 1 more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge...
That's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Sooners decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
Just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Leaves it with the running back. Across the 15. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quick release by the QB. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They've got him pinned back in a world of trouble, and listen to this crowd coming through. Hammers his way across the 10, picks up 4 to the 11. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Unloads it left. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Gives it on the option. Breaks the tackle. Turning it on. The 50. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Rebels. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. USC is currently working from behind, but in front of a packed Coliseum, anything is possible. That fight song, those uniforms, momentum can change quickly. They're trailing by 12 to Penn State. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Flying out to the left. Touchdown Sooner. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Who can you count on those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
Now for the extra point try late in the game. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. How about the power there to get it across the 20 and up to the 21-yard line?
You wonder about the mindset right now of the offensive coordinator, too, because they need points, and running the football just is not going to get it done. Early in the drive, late in the drive, I think you've got to be in attack mode right now throwing.
They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10.
Great job by the defense, staying aware on that play here late in the game with the lead, and the offense needs to throw the football. They're trying to make it look like pass before handing it off on the draw, but
he lost one down the sideline. He had that one slimmed to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On third down, he drops to throw. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
And that is a backbreaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Wants to go up top on first down. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job.
Oh, he's got some space. Really putting together a threat now. They got the first. It's at the 37. Defense gets the timeout call. 20 seconds left on the clock. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Looking downfield on first down. Unleashes one deep. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And so far today, man, both offenses have been so good. Like, putting up points, being productive. Now in a big moment, man, the defense has a chance to step up. Nice job batting the football down. A couple more opportunities to make some plays and maybe win this football game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Here comes the heat. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games.